Hi, Alex Joyner, pastor of Charlottesville First United Methodist Church, here with the Midweek update for Wednesday, October the 11th, 2023. As always, lots of announcements for you, and I hope you'll take time to read through them. We've got upcoming things like a charge conference that we're hosting for all the churches, the United Methodist churches in the Charlottesville area. That's coming up October the 22nd at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You'll see things like Church at Chopped. You'll see more about festivals coming up next month. Lots of things, as always, going on. Some heavy things happening as well. One of those things is the situation for folks who are unhoused in Charlottesville. We continue to see folks in the park across the street from the church. I wanted you to know that we have made a decision with PACEM to move up our start date. We were scheduled to be the first host for the PACEM cold weather shelter, low barrier shelter. And many of you have signed up for slots. That announcement is also in the notes below. But there is one change, and that is that we are now going to begin a week earlier on October the 21st. So we will need even more volunteers, and we will be hosting for 3 weeks. And the site will also shift. Instead of hosting at the facility of our church on Jefferson Street, we are going to be hosting at the Hinton Avenue site where we hosted it earlier this year. The hope is, and we've been working with the city, having conversations with our partners, the hope is to try to alleviate some of the stress and for folks who are living out in the park, to give them a place to stay that is warm as the weather begins to grow colder, and also to work towards those long-term solutions that we talked about in our service on Sunday, for more affordable housing and more options for year-round shelter for folks who find themselves struggling with homelessness. So that's one thing that I wanted to keep on your radar, and please be praying for that, and please volunteer for a shift to either make a meal or to help serve or just to be present with folks. It is one way that we live out our vision to love the whole city and to love the city whole. And the other thing that's on my mind quite a bit is the situation in Israel and Gaza. Yesterday, found myself writing notes to my Jewish friends. And I'm certain that as the situation unfolds, that I'll be writing notes to my Palestinian friends as well. And I know that it's heavy on our hearts, and we want to keep everyone in our prayers. But especially seeing all of those images, we want to be thinking about how we're all processing that. It is going to be traumatic for all of us to try to process the images that we've been seeing. And I think especially about our children. So I encourage you to be having conversations and talking with each other, and especially with children who may encounter some of these really disturbing images. But hope that we will have many opportunities to continue our prayers and our partnerships. And I'm very grateful for the community that is forming at Charlottesville First. Thank you. God bless. Hope to see you on Sunday.